Okay. This is going to be a rather, I don't know, for lack of a better word, a very powerful video which I just want to share with you. It's from an open heart. You could say a part of my Nothing series or, stuff from the heart that I'm going to share with you. The only request is don't mind, I'll speak a little slower because today is the last and final day of my 15-day no food fast. Today my fasting ends. As you know, I've not eaten for 15 days, only water. But then, as I was thinking about it, I just started to reflect on so many things, and I thought, I need to share this with you guys, See, just imagine, I did not eat for 15 days. By the way, this is my 4th fast. First one was, I think, 4 days. Next one was, first one was 5 days. Second one was 11 days. Third one was 4 days. And now it's 15 days. And before you even start, I'm not going to have any more fasting. This is the last of the year. And for those of you who are wondering, why are you doing this and all that? I'll make a separate video. This video is not about why I fasted. But I'll tell you a few things which I genuinely want you to know from my heart. See, first, just consider this. I did not eat for 15 days. I was thinking then why are we eating every single day? We're not eating just 3 meals a day. We're eating 4, 5, 6, 8. We are binge eating. We're eating snacks in between. We are drinking something. I mean, how much are we stuffing ourselves? If you see these documentaries, Google search this. In the United States, the bodies, everyone was thin and slim. But today, if you Google search the beach and people on the beach, all of them are looking like constipated hippopotamus or pigs. Walking bloated fat fucks here. Obviously, I'm sure you, if you're watching YouTube, you know that this is the addiction to food, the food industry. They made all food with chemicals, and now they made it addictive that we don't eat one. It's all empty calories and so on and so forth, and they make us addicted. Today, everything is addiction. Food, social media, apps, everything is addictive. Whether it's porn, whether it's gaming, whether it's gambling, whether it's cigarettes or alcohol or sex or... So I really wondered, 15 days I stayed without food, why are we eating so much? Now that doesn't mean I'm going to be a saint and start eating clean and I will eat only vegetables. I'm going to live a normal life. I'm going to eat chocolates, ice creams, junk food, the normal. And you'll be like, then what is the use of fasting? See, I did it to clean my body. But I love my coffee. I love my chocolates. I'm not living a life where I want to be a saint eating salads and food, non-processed food, just plain with no, hardly any taste, and then die after living to 100. I prefer living short, but a fun quality life. But there is a day and time for fun. There is a day and time for discipline. So, but this, it's kind of, first thing, this was the thought that really struck me. Wow, 15 days no food, I still am able to function. But only thing is, at 40%, it was terrible. It was, and this is my next point. This was very, very uncomfortable. It was painful. I had to dig really deep to stay consistent. And it was not temptation of food. Like just now, before this, a video which I'll be uploading, you'll see it. My wife prepared the food. I was standing there with her when she was preparing the pork broth. There was the aroma of cooked meat, spices. My wife in that video, when I shot the video, says that my mouth is watering. Oh, I want to taste. Oh, I want to sip. And she kept sipping. And she said, she was teasing me. It's not with bad intentions. But honestly, I didn't feel like tempted to jump on it. You know how you feel like your mouth is watering, someone eats a pizza or an ice cream, or you want to grab and eat it. You know, you think of something steamy, hot, juicy, creamy, whatever, crunchy. I didn't feel anything there. But what makes it difficult is the weakness in your body. You feel really weak. My back is aching, my legs are aching. I'm telling you, when I lie down, I can feel my hips, the bone. I can feel my knees. I can feel, in fact, my thighs, I was a bodybuilder lifting, pushing 310 kilos. My legs were like chicken drumsticks. Right now, my legs are skinnier than my wife's. And she keeps looking. She's like, I can't believe you're so super skinny. I wish I could show you. Problem is, I don't know if you can see how skinny my legs are. I don't know, it's just bones, man. I can literally, I'm telling you. And not just my legs, my back. When I was scrubbing, touching my back to wash myself, I could feel the bones. I can feel my bones, the ribs. In fact, the hips, the hip bone, if you're fat, you can't feel it. It is jutting out. My arms, my wrist, whole body shrunk overall. So the part that makes it so uncomfortable is this pain. And I was just not able to work. Making a video. Normally, if I wanted to make a video, I would take a shot of caffeine or drink a tea. Have something, energize myself. And it would take me maybe half an hour to get prepped up. Now, if I wanted to make a video, it would take me 3 to 4 hours just to get ready mentally. In fact, there have been, I think, 2 or 3 days where I just wasn't able to make a single video. I'm not joking. Especially yesterday and day before, the last 2 days. So that is what made it difficult. Otherwise, I'll tell you, if this was not there, I don't know, I would have maybe prolonged my fast, which is not recommended. But then my thought went to, okay, when going through all this pain, it makes you appreciate so much about life. Like, I know this is so cliche, but if you see the videos of Palestinians, which the media is sharing so widely, you see those children and those people, who are living a normal life like you and me. Now they're sitting on the dirt, on the rubble. Mother died, father died. Like, fuck, man. And they are also going through the same hunger I went through. How are they living their life? What makes them want to live? And if they want to live, What is their purpose? I know this might sound like, hey, what the hell, man? You're being all philosophical, but I'm telling you a fact. I'm not giving you some bullshit. And then, I'll tell you, this is the most important thing. See, I'm 47 years old. I don't have a mother. I don't have a father. Means to lecture me, to tell me, do this, do that, behave yourself, get up on time, sleep on time. When we become older, we don't have anyone to lecture us on all this. And especially, we don't have anyone to tell us, eat healthy, eat your vegetables. You can literally eat chocolates. Like when I first got my freedom from my, home, I'm not joking. Just to feel good, I used to eat chocolates and ice creams in the morning. I was like, who the hell can stop me? Why didn't my parents allow this? I would drink Red Bull, chocolates and ice creams first thing in the morning. The thing was, I was ignorant. There was no YouTube those days, like so widely with all its content. One sec, let me drink water. I was an uneducated, ill-informed young man who didn't know why people don't eat ice creams and chocolates and Red Bull in the morning. I was spiking up my sugar, my insulin. I didn't know a word like insulin existed. So that was a learning process. So not having a mother and father, and given the fact that I earn money, a comfortable life, I can buy whatever I want. I can eat whatever I want. I'm sure you also can do that. Buy what you like, eat what you like, drink what you like, which is how you're living your life right now. And that is why so many, see, just now you noticed, when I took this step, I went like down like this. My body's strength is weak. Anyway, so that is why people smoke. The first thing they do is put a cigarette in their mouth. Like, there are people who even get up from the bed and start smoking. Who's there to stop them? There are people who are alcoholic, morning, afternoon, evening. Who can stop them? So once we grow up, we kind of make our own lives. So how are you living your life? That's the question. And that's the question I ask myself. See, given the fact that today I'm earning well, I can buy anything I want within my purchasing power. Like you remember, if you check my old videos, the dual screen laptop, I saw it, I placed an order. One was the Acer and one was the Lenovo. Now, do I need it? No. But because I can buy it, I bought it. Trust me, there are a lot of people who can't afford even maybe 2-3 months salary to buy one machine. I bought two, and not only that, I think I spent around, $20,000 in total buying all these gaming devices. I know for a fact I'm not going to use them, just maybe once, just to satisfy this eager heart, because as a child I couldn't buy. I ended up buying, I think, 20-30 machines. Now, I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just telling you, as we become older, when you have lots of money, you can buy whatever you like. But then, is that life? Unhinged, indisciplined life where you live the way you want? In fact, ask yourself this question. Why do we need to discipline ourselves? Why? Yeah, we'll say, yeah, to become a better person. But how many of us are doing that? In fact, I'm very sure You must have thought somewhere, man, I want to lose weight, yeah. I have to lose weight. Oh, I have to be focused in my work. I have to give up smoking, drinking, porn, sex, or whatever it is. I have to change my life. But then have you noticed? We say that we want to do that. But how many of us succeed? How many of us have made health goals? I'm going to go to the gym every day. I'm going to lose weight. Beginning of this year, New Year resolution. How many do it? It's discipline ourselves is very tough. How many of us want to read a book a day, but instead we take the easy way out and listen to a podcast while doing 100 other things? Is that actually reading? This fasting for 15 days has helped me believe in myself, where willpower, self-control, and discipline was concerned. In fact, I'll tell you a funny thing. You might find this strange. After my 11-day fast, I'm not joking. I told myself I'll do a 15-day. You know, I wasn't able to do even 3-4 hours. I'm not joking, telling you the truth. A guy who did 11 day, I tried to not eat food for 6 hours. And I was struggling. I would say 6 hours, but I'd eat after 4. Say, okay, I'm not going to eat this chocolate, but I would end up eating that. I would say I'll eat only 1 per day. I ate 7 or 8. And I was asking myself, what the hell happened to me? Why is it I can't control now? So was my 11-day fast a fluke? Just a random chance? Oh, this is tiring, yeah. So did I just complete that landmark fast because I was feeling physically right and the mood was right and I just got lucky? I'm telling you, I tried so many. I even made a public announcement. I'm going to do 15-day fast. I gave up at 4. It was unbearable. I was tossing and turning. In fact, it became so bad. Instead of, I wanted to do work, but I was thinking of food. I would lie down, hoping for it to go away. And I would be debating, the two voices in your head. Man, eat, man. Hey, why the hell? How can you do work? Work is more important. That bullshit justifiable excuses. Hey, just have something. Yeah, you'll do a good video. And lo and behold, after hours and hours, I got frustrated. I got angry. Just went, drove, bought the food I like. Said, fuck it. In fact, I didn't mention this. In between my wife, and bless her heart, I'm telling you, she didn't say it out of bad intentions. This is actually what she told me. She said, see, eat some food. You don't have to tell anyone. Nobody will know you ate food. Just eat food and continue your fast. I told her no. She said, just a soup. I said no. And I'm not saying this to portray my wife in a bad light. She loves me a lot. She cares about me. She was worried of my health. I'm telling you, my condition was really bad. Every day she would see me in pain in the house and I was walking like an old man. I had no energy to talk, no energy to walk. So she was concerned. So she told me, but why didn't I do it? And I'm sure you know the answer. Your integrity, man. Okay, nobody will know. See, if I have a soup, would you know about it? You wouldn't know. If I ate something, you wouldn't know. But then whom am I fooling? Am I fooling You? Or am I fooling myself? See, there are many influencers, many online coaches. Many of them like to show the expensive car, go to an expensive hotel, or show a nice, edited photograph or a video where everything is perfect. They pose with their husband and their children showing a perfect life. When in reality, their life is not. So I can do that, right? It's not that I don't take perfect photographs or edited photographs. But then who are we fooling? That's the question. Who are we fooling? So I told myself, if I do break my fast or I cheat, I will openly state it. Openly state it. But if I don't wish to break my fast, then fine, I'll continue. But I'm not going to lie. If all these years I did not lie and bullshit, I'm going to lie now. And remember, if you can bullshit in one area or lie in one area, you can do that in all areas. Now that doesn't mean I've not told grey lies. For example, one sec. My heart is pounding really hard. So grey lies. Like, for example, when I didn't have any customers and somebody asked me, so how many customers have you had? When I started my career, obviously you can't tell them, no, I don't have any customers. I tell them, yeah, I have customers, couple of them, like that. Or if, someone asks me, say for example, they ask me about a particular person, and this person is my client, and that other person is also my client. But this person is, has a very hot temper, fragile ego, and is a very high-paying client, pays me big money. I can't tell him, none of your business or mind your own business. I can't tell him that, this is my rules for client confidentiality, because what do you want, doggy? Huh? I like to scare the dogs. So let's see what will happen if I stand here. It's a bark that is afraid. He's just trying to show I'm brave, but he's not. Now as I move, eventually he'll get tired and he'll be like, what's the point? He might follow me, but that's it. Okay. So the client, so just to preserve the relationship and the sanity of the relationship, if you would ask me anything, so say, I'll give him something very general. Why? Because I can't betray another client, right? So yeah, these are the areas where you tell grey lies or white lies or whatever. And then the next point which I was thinking was, oh, by the way, this is a big one. My daughter, when she goes to the market with me, this was very surprising. Huh? I didn't expect, my wife didn't expect. When we were walking and people were saying Swadhigap and this and that, and she was interacting, she's very talkative, she's very much an extrovert. So for some strange reason, somebody asked, what happened to your papa? Why your papa is so sick? Because everyone has been telling me, please, Loy, eat, please, Loy, eat. They've been telling my wife in Thai. So one of them actually asked my daughter, why your papa is so sick? And remember, I didn't tell my baby this, my wife didn't tell her. And when they asked her, why your papa is so sick or thin, she actually answered, a 5-year-old girl answered, my papa is not eating, in Thai. And they asked, why? We were surprised, me and my wife. And she said, saying, I don't know, my papa doesn't eat only. So, children, your children observe you. And as a father, for me, it is important to set an example for my daughter. Look, I'm not perfect. I use profanity. Some people say, many people have commented, many new members, hey, I pity your daughter, you're tattooed freak, your daughter is cursed. I understand why they're saying it, because obviously this is not normal, no, to have all these tattoos. Your daughter will grow up to be a freak. I pray. Some have actually said, I pray you die. So I continue praying. Let's see if your God, who anyway cannot help people in Palestine, people who are poor, people in Africa, stop earthquakes, floods and all that. He can't stop all that, but he can listen to your prayer to kill me. So I said, instead focus on your well-being. No? So for me, it's important to do the best I can. I'm not perfect, which you all know. Nobody is perfect. But we do our best as parents. And my daughter is in the hands of my wife, who literally spends the whole day talking to her. See, and like I told you in the beginning of the video, I'm 47 years old. I'm only getting older. And as you get older, many things that you could do when you're young, many things. You can no longer do them. Yeah, there are people whom I personally get irritated when they say, no, limitations are in the mind, you can do anything. At the age of 60, Colonel Sanders achieved this. At the age of 50, Ray Kroc did this. I shut them down by telling them, listen, you're not Ray Kroc, you're not Colonel Sanders, you're not Bill Gates, you're not Steve Jobs, you are you. You talk to me about your bloody achievements. You just can't, yeah. Like for example, now at the age of my late 40s, entering 50s, there was a time where getting up in the morning, my back was stiff, my knees would pain, even climbing up the stairs. Breathing was hard because, I remember I told you 5 years ago I was 125 kilos. I couldn't breathe. I had breathing issues. I had massive loss of blood while being in the toilet. To the point I thought I was nearly going to die. I mean, I had pre-diabetic, blood pressure, cholesterol, which was crazy. I couldn't lift my, my joints used to ache. Couldn't lift my arms and all that. Hair is going from the sides of my ears. Hair is going on my back. All this was not there. My beard is turning white. My chest hair is all white. So obviously, you're becoming old. And try in the job market. When you're in your early 30s and when you're in your 50s. You think getting jobs is easy? So there are limitations with age. So as you grow older, that maturity sets in, that wisdom sets in. In fact, ever since I've been going on this fast, my wife said, one good thing about your fast. I said, what is it? You're not getting angry so fast. You're not shouting. You're being very nice. You're being very polite. So I really took that to heart and I decided, okay, If during fasting I am a better husband, after fasting I'll do my level best to continue being this man that I am. So just remember, it's like we have this just one life, and you can choose how you want to live it. You want to be someone who just goes about enjoying, having fun, and fine. There's no problems with that. And I, for one, don't believe in karma. I'm not like, oh, karma will hit you back, or oh, you'll go to hell and no heaven. It's all bullshit here. That is why you see criminals are still getting away with a lot of shit. And people who believe in the afterlife, I have a simple question for them. Have you seen it with your own eyes? Have you experienced it? Do you have any evidence? If someone were to give you a big, tall story, you would say, whatever bullshit, prove it. So when you can ask evidence for the smallest things, you're talking of everlasting life, heaven and hell and all that. When you have not seen it yourself, what's gone wrong with you? That is called cognitive bias. You select what suits you, you discard what is offensive to you or goes against your belief. You cherry pick what you like. So yeah, it's you can choose your life to enjoy and have fun, or you can choose, okay, I'll discipline my life in certain areas. That's what I chose to do. And it would be nice if you can do the same. I'm not saying go on a 15-day fast. Try baby steps, anything small, anything that pushes you out of your comfort zone. Anything. If you're overweight and you want to lose weight, do the minimum. Just go, if you have never done anything, go for a 5-minute walk, 5 minutes, every day. Like, I don't know which book, I think it was Carol Dweck or something. I think something like that. Carol Dweck. Can't get the name of the book. Where she speaks on people who are ordinary, who achieved extraordinary results. She says if you do the bare minimum every day and keep repeating, you'll develop the neurons in your brain or whatever, I don't know the term. It becomes a habit. Then the challenge is to do more and more every day. But the day you feel like a mood off or tired or lazy, do 1 minute. Don't do 5 minutes. So I'm sure you can do, like if your target is 30 push-ups, you can do 1, right? So when you do every day, very soon the brain, the body will get used to it. It's like drinking caffeine, coffee, or having your smoke. It becomes a habit. Like your smartphone. We check it every day. You, me, all of us. We're addicted. So inculcate good habits. And if you want to get rid of a bad habit, replace it. You can't stop the bad habit without replacing it. Replace it with something else. You'll be happy. In a way, honestly speaking, it's a good thing I have a YouTube channel. Because every time I announce something, I say something, one second. Given that I love attention, I'm getting attention. And the best part is, I get held accountable for what I say. Because if I say something and I don't do it, it makes me look bad. Like for example, when I failed the 15-day attempt, 4 days, I only did 4 days. Nobody insulted me or said anything. Mostly everyone said, hey, it's cool, man, and all that. But deep down, it was killing me. It's like, fuck, man, I failed. It really killed me inside. And I was determined. I am going to prove it. Not for them, but first to myself. First to myself and then automatically to them. And by the way, I don't know if I told you this. I guess I did. You know, when I failed, no? Seriously. When I failed day and night, not joking, not exaggerating, day and night, the thought kept coming, Loy, 15 days, Loy, 15 days. Man, you must do 15 days. It was driving me mad. It was like as if, you know, sometimes you have a kid who keeps asking you the same thing. Like imagine a small kid say, Papa, 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 Papa. You know, you're in the supermarket, you want to buy something. Papa, 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 Papa. She keeps going, I want this, I want this, I want this. It'll drive you nuts. So for me, after the 11-day fast, that 15-day was bugging me. But then when I failed, oh, it was driving me nuts. I couldn't get that thought of my... Just imagine, before going to sleep, it's bugging you. You wake up in the morning, it's bugging you. Before you eat your first meal of the day, which is evening, it's bugging you. After you overeat and enjoy and you're relaxing, it is bugging you. It came to a point where it's like, man, I need to fucking do this. And if you have that obsessive tenacity, if you have that voice in your head, that is the most powerful voice you can ever have. It will change you, man. Because it pushes you out of your comfort zone. It drove me so mad. Imagine I sleeping, eating, getting up every day. I was feeling shit. Anyway, the beauty is now the 15-day challenge is over. Today is the 15th day. You have no idea. I'm telling you this. You have no idea how many times I wanted to just end it. And especially after the 10th day, the last 5 days. Saiga, the last 5 days were the worst of the worst. It was the worst torture, worst pain, worst mental agony. I used to just lie down on my chair. I didn't want to watch a movie. I didn't want to play a game. I was that much in pain. And I never said this to anyone. And obviously my wife and my kid are eating. I wanted to tell you this point. I'd always told myself, including to my clients, I need to finish this 15-day fast before my wife comes. Because after my wife comes, it's never going to happen. And every day I would do it. My wife was like almost 1.5 months before she would arrive. I kept trying it. Then 1 month before she would arrive, kept trying, kept failing. Then I would calculate, okay, how many more days before wife comes? I kept trying, failing. Then I thought, okay, if I do it now, 5 days before my wife comes, 5 more days after my wife comes, I can manage. Finally, I just gave up, yeah. But here's the shocking bit. I did this after my wife came. In front of them, while they were eating good food. So I guess I placed the limitations on myself. It's like, you need to watch this movie. It's called NYAD. It's about a lady who's an ultra distance swimmer. She swims like, 50 miles, like that. Big distances. And she wanted to break the world record for swimming from USA to Cuba. And from the age of, I think 20 or 30 or whatever, she kept failing every single attempt. Then somewhere down the line, at some point, she decided, I'm going to try it again. And guess what age she decided? At the age of 60. 60. And that too, when she was out of shape and everything. And here's a funny bit. When she was in shape, she would at least get sponsors. Now being 60 and out of shape, nobody even picked up her call. Because who would want to sponsor a 60-year-old who was trying to attempt what when she was in her 20s could not do? And lo and behold, she tried. She failed, I think, 3 times or something, but she never gave up. She kept training and training and training and training till, and it was very painful. You need to watch the movie. She used to hallucinate and she used to like feel she's dying and heart would palpitate when swimming in the actual world record. And she would eventually quit. Jellyfish attacked her face and her body. But eventually at final attempt, she broke the world record. I think 100 miles or something. I know this contradicts what I said before. When you grow older, you can't do things when you are younger. But remember, we are talking of exception to the rule, not the standard rule. If this was something everyone can do, you could join the NBA, you could join the, and break records in the Olympics. You can become a billionaire like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. There are things we can do, but like me at 50, I can do things which I didn't do at 20 because today I have discipline and focus, and I'm no longer the same Loy Machedo I used to be when I was young. Loy Machedo when I was young was just girls. Girls, sex, attention, muscles, all gimmicks. Today it's focus on substance. Anyway. So yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you. I have no idea if you got anything worthwhile out of this. But if you watched the video until here and you did get something worthwhile, please do comment below and tell me you watched the whole video. That'll be nice. And I know there are 2 or 3 of you who always do it. I will not mention names, but I know I always notice you guys. And you also put stuff. So put what did you learn from this? Any 1 or 2 points. It kind of shows me that you definitely are. You have that learning mind, that student mentality. You're very good at observation, which will help you succeed. This is not just to get views and comments. This is sincerely, I'm telling you. That means when you learn, you absorb. Anyway, having said this, I'll say bye for now. Today is the last day of my day 15 fast. And I'm happy. I will be posting how much weight I finally lost and share it with you guys. I'm walking the stairs, I have to be careful. I get dizzy and it's difficult. Alright? You guys take care. It's me signing off. Let me walk. Okay? Chill guys. See you.